Hi, this is Kristen.
And this is Aaron. And this is the Drive Mode Show.
Aaron, let's talk today about the Toyota Sequoia TRD Pro.
And the TRD Sport.
And the TRD Sport. Tell me what you think.
So the Sequoia is pretty cool because this year is the first year for the TRD Pro.
Right.
And they've had the TRD Sport for, I want to say 3 years now. I think it's at least that. And the TRD Sport has done a lot to, it's been really dry, so I'm getting dry eyes. Anyway, the TRD Sport has done a lot to, I like the term youngify.
That's an Aaron Turpinism.
It's done a lot to make the Sequoia itself younger, appeal to a younger audience, get more buyers that are in a younger demographic interested. And then the TRD Pro just goes, it sounds like it's the same thing, but it goes a completely different direction with the thing. So it's really cool.
It turns it up to 11. I already liked the Sequoia. I've liked it for a few years now. And I think it has so much room. I mean, if you need to take a road trip, that is a great vehicle to take. It's got so much room in the back, tons of room in the second and third rows, and it's very comfortable. And it's got the electronic seats that move up and down, so you don't have to deal with straps and all of that kind of stuff to make it easy.
So for me, the Sequoia has all the same problems that every full-size SUV shares. That's that it's usually overkill for what it's actually going to be used for. So you're getting bad fuel economy, a huge size without the interior it could have if it were a crossover, those sorts of things. But when you throw on the TRD logo, none of that matters, because if you're buying it for that TRD logo, that is not the primary reason you're buying it. You're not buying it for interior space.
Right.
Right? You're buying it because you want to do stuff. That's the only reason to get those packages. So with the TRD Sport, you're adding a little bit of flair. It's mostly an appearance package, but you're adding a better interior for the price tag. So you're getting like just a really good value in mix, and then you're getting a really good look because they have cool stuff that goes with that, right?
It is a very cool look. I do like the Toyota partnership with Harman Kardon and the audio systems that they use in the Sequoia. It's pretty good infotainment.
That's why I feel that the Sequoia is younger in the TRD Sport package, because it has the look and the dynamics that would appeal to someone who wants just that younger demographic, mentally or in actual age. That's the appeal. When you go to the TRD Pro, then you're moving into serious off-road packaging, where it's equivalent to the other TRD Pro models you want to name in the lineup. So you got Tundra, 4Runner, Tacoma. That's some serious off-road cred it had to live up to. And when Toyota gave me one and said, go do whatever you want,
those are magical words.
I did whatever I wanted.
Go do what you want. I mean, you got to test it out, and that's why people want it. They want to know that they can take it off-road or take it off the beaten path, and that it's going to be very capable, and it's going to be rugged and not fail.
Yeah, and more than that, has a wonderful sound quality, just a really sonorous exhaust setup that they put in it. The V8 engine is already a big beefy thing. They added a little bit of baffling for the intake like they do with the Tundra, and it just gave it a really nice, but not like in your face, just really nice growl that gives you tons of confidence, which is funny. Most people don't think about that, but engine noise equates to confidence. especially when you're off-road or you're towing or something like that. And they hit it right. I mean, that was a perfect hit. Total bullseye with that, with the way they set that up together.
Explain baffling to people who don't know, who aren't car enthusiasts, you know, that may be considering a Sequoia, but they don't understand what that means.
So you can just think of it as vents. So you think about how air moves. Normally you would have an intake. So you think of an intake as just a box. Air comes into it from the front of the car. So the grill comes through the grill, comes through into that intake, and then is forced down into the engine. And the engine uses the air to burn the fuel. So normally it's just basically a flat container. So it's an open inside like a cave, nothing in there. If they add a little baffling to that, and you do it just right and use just exactly the right materials, you increase the noise created by the engine. But what you're aiming for is they do it precisely so that they increase the kind of noise that they want. So all you're really doing is changing how the air is moving and what it's doing to the materials that it's moving past. And that is part of, it goes hand in hand with a lot of other things. That includes like your exhaust, where the exhaust is going, how the exhaust is designed, what kind of baffling you might have in that exhaust, and all of that. But you put it all together and you create that engine noise that all of us are familiar with. So everybody hears it. You know, you hear a muscle car drive by, a Harley go by, you know, in your ear and in your head, you immediately identify things from that. So
Yep.
most everybody can hear a Harley without seeing it and say, Harley.
It has its own
and it's
note.
that.
Mm-hmm.
Right, it's that sound, it's that signature. And Toyota has a signature, and you'll hear it in the big Tundra, you'll hear it in the LX 570, you'll hear it in the now the Sequoia, you just hear it across the board in all their V8s, and then you'll hear it across the board in all their TRD models with a 6-cylinder. So that would be the Tacoma, 4Runner, etc.
All right. So let's
that's what they're doing.
So let's summarize here.
Okay.
I
You
think
better do that because I'm wordy.
You are, but that's okay. You have so much great information. I think the Toyota Sequoia is a great. It's a great SUV if you are looking for 3 rows and you don't mind a big vehicle. I mean, the Sequoia is a large vehicle, you know, on par with like the Nissan Armada, you know, about that size, the Ford Expeditions. It's a big vehicle, and if you don't mind parking a big vehicle like that, it's going to give you all the room that you want and to cover and to transport the people in your vehicle comfortably.
And it will go where you want it to go. Very capable 4-wheel drive, very, very good reliability numbers. If you look at those metrics, it's just all around very solid vehicle. So I think that's what we got.
That's what we got. This has been Kristen.
Okay. This has been Aaron. This is the Drive Mode Show.
Don't forget to subscribe, and thanks for watching.